Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Sims Medieval, where we are supposed to... Briar Rose! Wait, Your Majesty, Briar Rose, don't yawn! We just started! Oh my gosh. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to The Sims Medieval, where Her Royal Majesty Briar Rose is apparently feeling quite bored as we await petitions to arrive and review exactly what the people of our kingdom have to say, and anything that they might have as problems in their lives, any matters they wish to bring before Her Royal Majesty. However, it appears that Her Royal Majesty and everyone else in the court is apparently extremely distracted by all of the new furnishings right now, because as you can see, we have actually changed up the throne room. It has altered quite a bit from its usual very bland appearance, and I actually like the idea that perhaps it is actually the fact that Her Royal Majesty Queen Briar Rose has been having some trouble with the delegates from the other areas, the surrounding provinces that have been arriving. I feel like, who is it? Deidre? Who is that awful woman? Like this one right here. Yes, Deidre of Crafthole. I like the idea that perhaps Deidre of Crafthole, who is an evil, uncloth, and vain woman, who also, unfortunately, is a smith master sent as an ambassador from Crafthole, so we can't exactly throw her in the stocks, even though I really want to. And she drew a sword on the queen. Who does that? Who just draws a sword on the queen? But I kind of like the idea that Briar Rose, who has been a little bit self-conscious about how poor her treasury actually is, how little money they really have in the struggling Mossstone Kingdom as she rebuilds it after losing her parents and her older brother, who was meant to be the heir to the kingdom, to the whales who ate them. But after, Briar Rose came of age, it's not like the kingdom has exactly prospered. So the throne room was really normal and bare looking and just had some torches on the walls and like a little clutter on a table that was some of Briar Rose's trinkets and curiosities gathered from here and there. But I like to imagine that Deidre, in the great feast hall, as everyone sat down to dinner at a recent night, possibly exchanged some really cutting words to Briar Rose about the appearance of the royal throne room that got under Her Majesty's skin. And so with the aid of our brand new fashionista, I need to see if I can find him. Do we know him? Oh no! Yeah, there he is! Fashionista Algernon, who surprisingly is actually a good friend of our blacksmith. I'd like to think, with the aid of Fashionista Algernon, who is a man who has good taste. In fact, is this him? No, this is Rupert, the Earl of Smortley. Well, we will meet with Rupert in a second. He also has good taste, but clearly Fashionista Algernon and Rupert, the Earl of Smortley, both are trying to appeal to the Queen's better nature by wearing the royal colors, a deep mossy green for Mossstone. And I like the idea that Fashionista Algernon, being known as the court fashionista, just recently aided Her Royal Majesty Queen Briar Rose in decorating the throne room with all of these new bits and pieces. So she sought out his advice, and we exchanged the torches on the walls for these beautiful glistening lanterns that are quite lovely. We got rid of the old chandelier and replaced it with a new fancy chandelier wrought of this beautiful iron. We added some more plant pots on either side of Her Royal Majesty, which is good because we actually get most of the money in the royal treasury from gathering the wildflowers. Apparently, I can't just shake down all my citizens for taxes like I think you should be able to do as royalty. Thank you very much. But she can't shake anyone down for taxes, so Briar Rose actually has to wander the countryside gathering flowers to earn enough money to be able to put anything in the treasury, at least for now. And so we put in these flowers as a reminder that perhaps Mossstone Kingdom is actually more an agricultural kingdom. Perhaps we know that its wealth comes from our bounty of floral wildlife and wonderful natural who knows what's. Maybe we got some really rare flowers. That would please me. Maybe we've got some really rare herbs. That would please me too. And that would explain why our wealth comes from our land more than anything else. And perhaps why we want to be exceptionally careful in protecting said land, and why we built big giant walls, and maybe why we love the color green. So there's some more lore for Mossstone Kingdom for all of you, and it also explains why we picked this particular statue to decorate in the throne room. It's quite lovely. I am just so enchanted with all of the items that have come with The Sims Medieval. Like, I know you can download them, basically, like, people have converted them for Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4. You can get them, like, pretty much from anywhere, but I just, oh man, whoever made these, they put some work into it, and I really like it. So I like the idea that we put this statue in here, even though it's kind of beat up. We're not a rich country after all, so we probably hauled it. We probably actually hauled it right out of whatever place has, right over here, right out of whatever place had this statue that I discovered last time. That was so cool. I was so tickled when I found this. But anyway, I ramble. And the reason we put this statue in, even if it's a little bit beat up, we're trying to look past it, is because it is a example of perhaps a figure of legend, a sower of seeds for the nation, who walked barefoot through our land and helped to sow the seeds of prosperity, perhaps finding the rare healing flowers that we now grow in abundance to make most of our income for Mossstone Kingdom. So this is a figure out of legend. Who knows what her story is? Maybe we will find out one day. But this represents basically the roots, quite literally, of the wealth of the kingdom and the legends and lore around it. So it was very fitting to put in here. So I'm very happy. There you go. I've managed to somehow weave my obsession with the color green and plants into this setting, and I'm very pleased. Scrub those floors, Anisetta. We have worked hard on this. All right, so now that we have added a little bit more mystique to the way that Queen Briar Rose has decorated the royal throne room and built a little bit of a friendship with fashionista Algernon, let us go ahead and see what Rupert, the Earl of Smortley, has to petition Her Royal Majesty with. He is wearing the fashionable royal colors of mossy green, so I imagine that Her Royal Majesty will be quite willing to listen to his petition. Oh, and he even has like a green ring on. Are you just like flattering her? Well, you know the way to her heart. Your Majesty, I, your humble servant, wish to begin a family. May I have your permission to conceive a child? I wonder if he like wiggles his eyebrows a little bit like, hey, Your Majesty, hey, do you wanna be the mother of that child? But let's go ahead and say, what? Of course, you don't need the monarch's permission to have a child. That's just something you can do. Go and have a child. Be well. So, that's pretty interesting. You were banned from having children. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll go ahead. That we're going to say that perhaps that's more his request for permission to perhaps wed one of the members of our kingdom. That's quite nice. I appreciate hearing that there's romance afoot. And apparently we are good acquaintances, Earl. I appreciate your yawning. The queen, I mean, he clearly takes the queen's lead. She yawns, he yawns. Maybe he's a little distressed. Are you okay? Dude, we just told you, go have your baby. I think you would be a little more excited about this prospect. Were you hoping we'd say no? What is up with you? Where are you going? Now, like, what, you're a glutton or something? You're greedy? Was she not wealthy enough? Are you sad because kids are expensive? They're expensive. They're really expensive. What does that figure mean? I love trying to figure out, okay, well, he's off to go have a kid. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, buddy. I wish I knew, like, more about who he's having children with. Oh, gosh. And speaking of children, I cannot wait. Where is he? Where is he? Kirsten! Kirsten! My cursed royal blacksmith. Knock, knock. Can I please come visit? Can I please come visit? She's visiting. All right. We'll have to figure out when I can do a quest with Kirsten, our cursed royal blacksmith, his midwife, head witch wife. Oh, there's a petition. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. I believe this is the elder woman. I'm trying to remember what her name is, but isn't this the lady? Maybe she's not. Maybe she's just an equally elder woman of the village with the similar wrinkles. But isn't this the lady who was supposed to who rushed into like Kirsten and warned him of the evil the day he married the evil witch and he ignored her? I like to imagine that she sees visions, but they agitate her. So she is a little bit like nobody listens to her in town. We really need to make this woman a church pretty soon so she can find solace in some sort of priestess or priest or whoever not. But anyway, I digress. I'm just so fascinated by each and every one of the stories of the characters that have popped out and how they tell the stories themselves. I get easily sidetracked, but fear not, my friends. I'm actually working on that wiki that I told you guys about, so you too will have a place to look up all of these little details and keep track of their stories quite easily. All right, anyway, petition for the monarch. Great one. I dug up this lockbox of gold on my farm. The constable demands I give it to the kingdom. Must I? My farm is failing, and I could use this money more than to plant more crops. The gold is yours. That soil and anything found in it is yours. It doesn't matter if it's planted or dug up. You may use the gold for your farm. And truly, I believe we're feeling magnanimous today with all of our beautiful new plants surrounding us. So we'll go ahead and give her the gold. The other option is to take the gold, and we do need money. We only have 39 Similonians, but we don't want to let on that the royal treasury has run quite low because plants. Thank you, your highness. Come harvest time, I shall bring the castle a bushel of my finest crop. Look at her royal majesty. She's like so happy. Like, yes, we're so wealthy, as like crickets chirp inside of the royal treasury. There is no need for this petty amount of gold, as like her stomach grumbles and we're eating just loaves of old bread again. But our popularity has increased massively, which is wonderful. I wonder if you can get yourself overthrown if you're a super unpopular monarch. That's a good question. Yeah, it's Hillary! Oh my goodness, it is Hillary the peasant, who is always quite worried. I knew it was you, Hillary. Your wrinkles definitely make you stand out. But this is Hillary the peasant, who is indeed actually the woman. Constantly, she's always thinking about evil, which probably means she has the evil trait. But I like to think that she just sees visions and she doesn't really know what they mean, but she's constantly concerned about things. And now, by the way, it's Midwife Tagwain! Apparently, her dress is not fashionable for Briar Rose. Look at that. Look at that. Her little fingers and everything, that just cracks me up. All right, anyway, Midwife Tagwin is here. Let's see what the new wife of the no longer cursed royal blacksmith, well, I guess he's not a royal blacksmith, but let's see what the midwife, or the wife of the royal, or of the blacksmith, he's not a royal blacksmith, just a normal blacksmith, who's no longer cursed, wow, I guess he is normal now, wants. I seek guidance. A neighbor always leaves out food and attracts stray dogs. They're mean. They taunt our chicken and eat our shoes. What should we do? Bribe me. For a donation to the royal coffers, I will sentence your neighbor to death, ensuring the dogs will move away. Move your family. I don't want you to move. Here's a simple solution. Move your house to where there aren't any dogs living nearby. Clearly, that can't be done, because I don't want Kirsten to move, but we're going to say that just as a way of telling her, you can't bribe me to kill someone. I'm on to you, Tugwin. You have a little streak of vindictiveness for anyone who threatens your family. There we go. The popularity has increased, and I think that Tagwin is going to let the matter just drift away without actually moving away. Clearly, because she is like, you know, the wife. She's like, well, I'll get him another way. That cracks me up. All right. Well, anyway, our royal audience is finished for the day. We actually had to do 3 of those petitions to fulfill our thing. We currently have Well Rage. So guess what, Inesetta? I'm gonna like make you have to listen. Where's our trait? We're gonna share the well story. That's what you get for not scrubbing the floors fast enough. And Queen Briar Rose is going to share her well story, and we are going to jump over to see how Lazetta is doing. Lazetta, you gotta sell some of your stuff, you know, and you got another kid. I don't know what's up with the urchins. You're always letting the urchins in the house. You don't have much. But Lazetta actually needs to go and ask the guildsman to sell surplus weapons, and she also needs to ask 2 customers to buy things from her. And Lazetta is a little bit of a tricky character because I have never played with, oh look, she has an attic, that's so cool. I have never played with the shopkeeper before, and I don't really know how to make her work, so I'm still trying to figure that out. Last time, to get her to actually be able to sell something, I had to bribe somebody to sell, and it cost us more to bribe them than we made in the sell. So we're going to try again. Let's go ahead and feed her, and then she's going to go off and go talk to the guildsman. There we go. We'll make some gruel. It's all we got. We honestly do not have much in life. Whoa, that was really fast, Lazzetti. We don't have much in life right now. If you ask me, we should have some chicken eggs, but apparently we don't even have that much. So I'm going to have Lizetti go ahead and eat. She does have enough money. I'm going to move the table upstairs if I can, please. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now she should go ahead and just eat up here. Might as well. And then once she's done having her gruel, we'll go ahead and send her out so that she can go ahead and complete her tasks for the first time. Also, never, ever, ever, ever make a solitary merchant. What kind of ridiculous thoughts did I have about that? That's just, oh my gosh, I don't know why I did that. Anyway, now Briar Rose feels better because Inesetta has been forced to listen to her well rage. And look at Brant, the fishmonger. We happen to know that he is actually a pretty nasty guy who is constantly trying to steal our physician Bloodletter Karina's secrets and her special poisons. Like I said, potions, not poisons. Sorry, Karina. Don't worry, guys. I know this is a lot of characters. I'm just really excited tonight to see all of them again. And I am working on that wiki so that you'll be able to like look everybody up and see what episodes they popped in and what kind of lore they have behind them, so you won't feel like you're confused. It's going to be really fun. I'm very excited about that. Anyway, let's come over here and discuss whale hunting with him, because rumor has it that he knows a little bit about the sea, and that's because he's actually from a pirate faction that opposes the cutlasses and the strong foothold that the cutlasses, the lasses of the sea, have managed to take on Mossstone Kingdom, and the friendship, the tentative friendship that those pirate ladies have struck up with the queen. So we're gonna say hello to Brant, and he doesn't, like, we don't know he's a double agent for a different group of pirates, but we're gonna say hello to him because he's wearing green, and Her Royal Majesty is feeling magnanimous to those who are wearing green. She's not feeling magnanimous, however, to this guildsman who we shall send to the stocks for war crimes, which is pretty darn serious if you ask me. So let's see, where are you? Monarch. Let's see. Send to stocks. We're gonna find him. I don't know like what he did, but we're gonna go find him. And whilst we are over there, we are actually going to go talk to Lizetti and talk to her about starting a school, because we are a queen. We can, at the one moment, send somebody to the stocks for war crimes, and at the other, turn, on the other hand, and speak to the local merchant group in order to establish a school. And I'm sure Lizetti would love that, because she actually loves family, and she's always keeping the urchins underfoot. No idea why. She had a bland meal. She's not got much of a life yet. I'm gonna do my best. And apparently, no way! Oh my gosh. Apparently. Oh my goodness, guys. This is quite the conundrum. It turns out that the merchant that we need to speak with is the same guy we're sending to the stocks for war crimes. I wonder if we're going to try to buy like war crime goods off of him. Oh my gosh. That sounds amazing. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and tell a joke. We'll go ahead. Let's exchange some gossip. All right, let's come on over, exchange some gossip. I'm just going to send Her Royal Majesty over here, and we'll kind of skitter about. Here, we'll have her, if I can, I'm going to have Her Royal Majesty distracted by every patch of flowers that she's allowed to collect. I think it's only plain wildflowers. All right, we will distract Her Royal Majesty with plants. I know how that feels. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Briar Rose. We'll distract you with plants just as I am distracted with plants. Curses! Unfortunately, all of the local plants are currently herbs. Oh, there's some wildflowers. All right, we'll have her go collect some wildflowers because we need money. We desperately need money, but because she's the queen, she can only collect wildflowers. She cannot collect up all of these other plants that are like the herbs around here, but hopefully we'll find a few more patches here and there scattered about, and then we'll wind our way over to the guildsman, who apparently we're about to buy stolen goods off of. I think that Lizetti would be a little nervous if she found out, like, well, you know, hey buddy, I hear you're in a pinch of trouble. I hear you're into something kind of nefarious, you know. Let's ask him about his health. Let's go ahead and chat. We'll go ahead. We actually have to get to know him so that we can go and have a higher relationship to ask for a weapon surplus from him. What are you doing? That is not how you... I'm glad to see that you're trying to practice dental hygiene by flossing your teeth. But doing so with a dagger sets a bad example for the children, you know. But yeah, I think that's funny. So we're literally about to send this guy to the stocks. Yay, keep going at it, Briar Rose. We're literally about to send this man to the stocks for war crimes. And we're over here with Lizzetti trying to get weapons off of him. That sounds... Let's go ahead and tell a joke. Maybe an impersonation. Maybe she's funnier. Jeez, he's a jerk. Yay, and Briar Rose discovered wildflowers. Good for you, Your Majesty. You don't look very pleased about it, but do please try to distract yourself with plants. We don't need you scurrying over here just yet. Okay, dang it, not wildflowers. Wildflowers! Alright, oh wow, there's a lot of plants over here, thank goodness. Oh, that's just a normal bush. I'm like, work! And it's just like literally a normal bush. Is this wildflowers? Curses. There's only a few wildflowers. Somebody plant more wildflowers to distract the queen. She needs more to do before it's time to send this man to the stocks. Lizzetti's gonna fail her daily quest. I just feel it in my bones. Curses, there's only a few wildflowers. That's alright. We'll gather them up and then we'll sell them somehow. Also, Her Royal Majesty is feeling literally fantastic. She's an herbalist. Her well rage has been satisfied. She has a new friend. She's got new stuff. This child is spinning in circles. I'm sorry, Alexis. I'm trying to build you a school. That's literally the quest we're working on right now. Then you won't have to just stand here and spin in circles. All right, come on. Oh, man, he's a jerk. You know what? Maybe I don't want anything to do with you after all. Let's try apologizing. And if he's still a jerk, we'll discuss the state of the kingdom. I imagine we'll realize, wait a second, this guy is like actually a traitor to the kingdom. We don't actually, come on, Briar Rose. There, collect those. If he's still a jerk to us, I think we'll realize he's a traitor to the kingdom, and we don't want any ill-gotten weapon goods off of him. Okay, come on, Lizzetti. Eventually, don't worry, darling. We will figure out how to be able to make you a successful merchant. I'm just really, really bad at it right now. And I apologize. All right, how's this going? What is he like talking about? He's such a jerk. All right, we'll go ahead and discuss chat. Oh, Kirsten! Hi! Oh, I'm so happy to see him. Kirsten has had one of the most epic stories and epic story arcs that I have ever experienced in my Sims games. And this comes from, I've literally played Sims for over half my life now. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, I like the idea that flower seller Penelope is super, super popular at court because she's constantly bringing Her Royal Majesty the flowers that we put into all of the vases everywhere. We literally are neutral with him. We just spent forever. I'm going to try chatting with him again. We literally just spent forever trying to talk to this man. We're unfocused. We're literally bored out of our mind. I can't even get any customers to buy anything from us. We're just feeling a teensy bit inspired, but I'm not going to sell anything to a man who literally is trying to engage in war crimes and sell us ill-gotten criminal goods. Look at this. Our relationship with him literally didn't even budge. Ugh, forget you. You're going to get tossed to the stocks, you know. Her Royal Majesty is coming for it. Okay, what is this? Who are we talking to? We're trying to gossip with a child. Also, what is this? Instructor Seth is sending off a pigeon. Well, that's nice. All right, well, let's go ahead and collect these wildflowers, and then let's go ahead and be like, wait a moment. I know who you are. And can I threaten him for money? I'm going to threaten him for money. He's a war criminal. He deserves it. I'm going to threaten him for money. We already don't like him. And then we're going to send him to the stocks because we're going to make him hand over the money that he apparently somehow has stolen from the kingdom. Can I actually shake my people down for taxes by threatening them for money? Let's do this. We don't like him anyway. He's a jerk and he wasn't even nice to Lizzetti. I mean, look at the poor woman. She's trying so hard to sell her goods and nobody's like even here. All right. I want to see how this works. All right, do it, Briar Rose. Do it. Show the kingdom that you mean business. Don't you give us that smug smile. Oh my gosh! I expected a stern like finger waggling in his face. I did not expect the queen to draw. The children are a little upset. They're a little bit like, And meanwhile, our under spy, Janetti, is just like pleased. Hand it on over. Look at how happy she is. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe we have been reduced to this. But hey, the children will have a school built, right? What is that saying? The means, the ends justify the means. Is that what the saying is? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. Well, let's see how much money it was. Maybe it was worth it. Oh my goodness gracious. Was it some money? Balance. Is he? Oh my gosh. He is literally threatening us in combat. Where's the money I just got? You have entered combat. Would you like to learn more about combat? Yes, but what did I just do? Whoa there, my sword-endowed combatant. Before you decide to step into the arena with the local bully to win the hand of your dearest love, or I guess money for the children to go to school, let's take a moment to learn about sword fighting. Okay, yes, I have a sword. There's the king, the monarch, and the spy. Only heroes trained in swordplay may dare test their skills in open combat. The knight, excuse me, not the king, the monarch, and the spy. While each of these heroes starts with a sword, you may want to seek out something a blacksmith can craft for a little more chop. All right, good. The skill, okay. Are we focused? We're pretty darn focused. An unfocused knight is just a pincushion in armor. Oh dear. The time has come, oh my gosh, to clear the kingdom of the riffraff. Your available arsenal includes spar, threaten for money. I didn't know that would involve literally having to duel. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, if threaten for money is the only option available, okay, well, you know, we kind of robbed them. We've entered combat. Health and stamina. Damage. Oh my gosh. Combat can result in injuries. Major or grievous injuries. Oh my goodness. No, what have I done? I didn't know I would need to sharpen my sword before a duel. Oh dear. Let's go back. Okay. Stamina and strength. Oh my gosh. Fights with so we can do balanced stance, normal combat, furious onslaught, restful dance, and still defense, and true striking, fight with precision, sacrificing big damaging hits for greatly increased accuracy. Let's go ahead and try the true striking and see what happens. What have I done with Her Royal Majesty? Hopefully we're going to win this. Ah! Queen Briar Rose! Forgive me! Oh my gosh! He looks like he's unfortunately well versed in sword fighting. Oh my gosh. Get him! Get him! Dare you to stand back up, eh? I didn't mean to do this. But Her Royal Majesty is apparently a good fighter. She's going to defend her kingdom. I mean, this man is guilty of literal war crimes. I think that this merits breaking out our big swords. And Instead, does not seem very entertained. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to get a good picture of all of this. Hey, Kirsten, can you give us a better sword, please? I literally didn't know this was coming. He's not a very good sword fighter. Wow. Look at everybody. They're all on her side. Janetti, our under spy, help us out here. All right, we're going to win. We're going to win. Oh, it's a done deal. Janetti is like beside herself. This is the kind of excitement that she thrives on as a spy. That's right, buddy. It's over now. All hell Her Royal Majesty Briar Rose, who has now stolen 185 simoleons from the merchant. And guess what we're gonna do now? We're gonna be sending him to the stocks. Oh yeah. Gonna get those guildsmen feeling it. Alright, up you go, buddy. You can't lay there forever. Is he literally gonna lay there forever? He may lay there for a while. Let's go talk to Lizetti. We're gonna go speak with her and ask about assistance for the school. And meanwhile, Lizzetti literally has, I don't even think she has anything for sale. I'm sorry, Lizzetti. And when we can, we'll come back to the merchant who we have stolen money from. Look at them. The kids are like, I'm Queen Briar Rose. No, I'm Queen Briar Rose. And dueling with each other. That was amazing. I'm going to beat up all the people who are bad in Queen Briar Rose's kingdom. That's totally worth it. I just, like, literally wish I had stuff to sell as Lizzetti, though. This is really not cool. Too bad we weren't able to get that stuff from, there we go. Too bad we weren't able to get the stuff from Alcott. Can we just rummage and maybe, can I just like steal it right off of him? No. Okay. All right. That's dark enough for one day. Of course I'll help my lady. I owe my current prosperity to proper schooling. Lizzetti, something tells me your schooling wasn't very proper because you're not exactly very prosperous. I will gather the requisite supplies for a proper curriculum. Perhaps your influence will convince the children to attend more classes. So there we go, my friends. We are going to work as Lizzetti to get 3 bottles of ink so that instructor Seth will have things to draw his lessons. What? Okay, we've got some big stuff to do next time. We have just given Lizzetti at least something to do because clearly she's kind of failing at her current work and all I've got to sell are fish. Can I sell? Please, wait, can I? Queen Briar Rose, I don't have any goods to sell her. Okay, we're gonna work as Lizzetti, and we are going to work as Her Royal Majesty Queen Briar Rose, who has found herself feeling more royal of late, preparing the royal palace to look a little bit more regal, and apparently feeling quite willing to whisk out her sword when it comes to dealing with heinous war criminals who better hurry and get up so I can complete that quest. Are you dead? Did I kill him? Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to see. Why was my first thought, can I take his boots to sell with Lizzetti? Oh my goodness, Seri. What kind of day have you been having? All right, guys. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.